Fast fashion or mass production of clothes has led to an enormous consumption of throwaway stuff. Most retailers such as H&M and Zara offering never-ending season of new clothes. It will be lead to a large supply of inexpensive, low-quality clothes and an increased demand for new clothes all the time. But nowadays, fast fashion focus towards the environment, recycling and sustainability in order to reduce the impacts of fast fashion on the environment. H&M consensus clothing is ethically sourced and use recycled and organic materials for ladies, men and kids fashion. The recycling initiative offers customer voucher for recycling old clothing, but this only influence for their consumptions, relying on the fast fashion model. However, H&M can be praised for taking a step in the right direction, starting with sustainable clothing and increasing awareness of the side of side effects of varying shopping edition. While Zara aimed to stop sending all unused textile to landfill by 2020. Zara's goal is to develop an efficient life cycle for their clothes, minimize textile landfill waste, and began taking steps by reusing unused textile.
The customer has a right to choose the best product for them before buying some stuff. The consumer look the quality of product label and structure of the product. It will give the impact for the company who sell the recycled clothing component because the consumer finds some clothing who have the best quality. When they feel the quality and label for some product is good, the consumer will be addicted to the product. This is what we call the customer is the most critical stakeholder. The company must work to increase efficiency and effectiveness in order to create loyal customer and attract new one. So customer very bring the benefit to the company.
Clothing goes directly to the landfill. The problem is getting worse as population grows and demand rise. A research in 2016 found that Americans throw away 30 million tons of textile annually alone, accounting for 85% of clothes. While Dhaka factories manufacture garments for many high street brands such as H&M, Zara and Gap have the worst air pollution in the world. When the company attempts to recycle as business strategy, communities, society, and nation will benefit. Firstly, the amount of waste sent to the landfill site will reduce, reducing methane emission, a strong greenhouse gas which helps to deal with climate change. Second, reduce the need to consume natural resources. Third, less energy requires and less pollution. Fourth, this contribute to the overall safety, health, and well-being. So, nation has more land can be put to economic use, saving money on space and bolstering revenue.
Stockholder is when someone buy share of stock and there is the owner of the share of stock in the company. So when someone have more share in the company, they are become more powerful. Powerful. Okay, for example, in the case is the H&M Corporation. They have in around 2,000 store in the world, and that means they have more stockholder. So this is because when their company have more profit, that means more stockholder want to be share in the company. And next.
Managers is one of a stakeholder from company. Managers have a responsibility on using a company financial and human resources to increasing its performance. However, they have the right to expect a return or reward by investing their human capital to improve company performance. Managers have a benefit from company to recycle clothing component. This is because managers have a model from company to create something new from recycled clothing component. They can use the model to make something different, to make an improvement for recycled clothing, and with one strategic marketing to market the new clothing that they create.
No retailers operate alone, and each of retailer has a network of relationship with other entities. Suppliers is one who work closely with the distributor. Suppliers sells raw material, components, and semi-finished part to distributor and rely on it for revenue. Distributor arrange for the final or finished products to get into stores or to the end customer. When the company attempt to recycle clothing component, distributors lost as a result of this business strategy. As an example, H&M does not own any factories. However, garments are bought from independent distributor. Since existing distributor will no longer be able to distribute, existing supplier will no longer be able to supply. This has an impact on revenue of them. Existing suppliers also lost as a result of this business strategy.
Employers is the individual works at the company as a research, sales and manufacturing. So I think the employees are the loss because when when company want to upgrade their company, of course they want to employees more good idea, creative idea for upgrade their product because they using the old product. So that's mean they want to good employees.
Here I will discuss about the question and more about my opinion of does setting up recycling bin in retail store can encourage consumers to buy more items. It cannot be denied that recycling is a good habit for everyone. Throughout this habit, we are able to save the environment. We can recycle our work products to the recycling bin to reduce the waste products such as garments or shoes. Based on the research, setting up a recycling bin in a retail store do really encourage the consumer to buy more items. This is because consumer can settle their own recycled items and purchase new items in the same place. For example, Zara and H&M already proved that setting up the recycling bin in their retail store can really improve the performance of the sales and reduce their solid waste. Not only that, we have found that the cover distance of the recycling bin is one of the factors to increase the sales performance. Geographical Information System, as known as GIS, has done an investigation about the best possible collection service in India. It's found that the optimal distance of recycling bin may attract more consumers to have a complete collection of solid waste. Therefore, it could be possible to increase the consumer to buy more items where the retail store have a strategy placed with appropriate distance to access the collection bins.
I would like to explain about how setting up a recycle bin in retail store will encourage the consumer to buy more items. First, setting up a recycle bin in retail store can be used as a tool for attracting more people to come. So indirectly, this will also boost the sale of item in the retail store. For example, if someone comes to the retail store for recycling their goods, they also indirectly will be attracted to see the goods inside the retail store. The more people come to recycle their own goods, the more people will be the consumer for that retail store, and indirectly this will increase the sale of the item in that retail store. The second reason is setting up a recycle bin in retail store also will build the trust of the consumer, and the consumer also will be comfortable to buy more items inside that retail store. This due to the concept of repetition is a trust. So If there's not a level of consistency or familiarity about your retail store or your shop, this will erode the trust. A healthy bit of reputation help people to build up a picture of who and what you are all about. Setting up recycle bin in retail store will build a level of trust when the consumer keep comes to recycle their own goods, and they also will familiar with the retail store. So when they want to go out and buy some goods, the first thing that will pop up from their mind is the retail store that have recycle bin in the shop. So because the reputation going to recycle their own good, this will build the familiarity for the consumer remember the retail shop, and the consumer will buy item in that retail store.
An approach to social responsibility that Inditex and other companies have demonstrated when reusing or recycling old clothing materials is the accommodative approach. The accommodative approach meets all legal requirements in an attempt to meet its ethical standards, but it will also go beyond these obligations in certain cases. Such firms voluntarily participate in social events, but it is up to the solicitors to convince these firms that these social events are worthy of their support. If firms find out that these social events are not worthy of their support, then firms will not proactively contribute to such events. So coming back to our case, Inditex have recently disassembled their old clothing materials into yarns of fashion that they marketed as clothing with a past. Besides that, Inditex have also started has grouped many of its sustainable effort clothing materials made from um, cotton, organic cotton, refibre, and other repurposed clothing materials into a sub brand that they name it as uh, Join Life. Moreover, Inditex have also contributed in funding research that is being done in the Massachusetts Institution of Technology and University in Spain to research regarding their boost of greener textiles in its mix. So that shows that Inditex have used the accommodative approach when it comes to social responsibility.
The other approach to social responsibility do Inditex and other companies is proactive approach. Proactive approach can be interpreted as a company and their managers actively embrace socially responsible behavior, going out their way to learn about the needs of different stakeholder groups and using organizational resources to provide the interests of all stakeholders. Based on the case study given, Inditex donated 411,982 garments to the Red Cross in Spain to help the community in poverty and social exclusion. This contribution involved the donation of shoes, shirts, women garments, which was worth 1.6 million. We can see the Inditex actively embrace socially responsible behavior with proactive approach because they help the community in poverty and social exclusion with donation for that. Besides that, the Inditex and H&M also take care of their customers' welfare and help them. It's because the Joint Life is priced competitively with other items in Zara stores, with t-shirts going for less than $10 and some jeans under $40. H&M likewise says its plan to keep a lid on price of its greener materials, expecting costs to fall as production increases. Ana agenda. says that to take it as a long-term investment instead of charging it to their customer. Next, I will pass the next point to my friend.
Last but not least is defensive approach. Defensive approach means indicates at least some commitment to ethical behavior. Defensive companies and managers stay within a law and abide strictly by legal requirements, but no attempt to exercise social responsibility. According to the cases, which is Inditex in 2016, made 1.4 billion of garments, a scale that helped its stock price, but the industry's growth is slowing as increasingly understand fast fashion impact on environment and exhibit a preference for spending on experiences rather than goods. Inditex and H&M have misanalyzed revenue expectations in recent quarters. Shares in both companies have lost about a third of their value since last summer. With growing concern over the waste, retailers have placed recycling bins in many stores. Besides that, Zara built a policy code of conduct to manufacturers and suppliers. The code prohibits a child of forced labor with the aim of protecting the workers' right as to be respected and given fair wages and also providing them with a healthy workplace.
In conclusion, the greening of choice stuff is a way of positive impacting the environment as well as the environment. This can be termed as the utilitarian role who decide to produce the greatest product for the greatest number of people. All the companies have performed their social responsibility while recycling. For example, H&M is seeking to make all the product from recycling and using the sustainable material by 2030, which is from 35% for today. As conclusion, we know that the greening of tourist stuff absolutely can be called as the greatest way for human, animal, and environment. This means that this program, there is no doubt that has been done by other companies has a very good income. However, customers are equally responsibility for the future of fashion. There are many opportunities to make a difference, and only a minor shift in the way we shop, take care of our clothing, and dispose them can have a positive effect. Finally, help to choose a designer who cares their workers and responsibility for the environment.